Sit back, relax, and enjoy, because, ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime!
It's not gonna happen, and Daniel McMillan,
Pennsylvania native, kept here winning here at Pocono.
Third win of the season, and win the championship.
Ryan Benjamin with the last lap pass.
And he is going to score the victory in the Minute Maid 300.
Salmon Oskin, third win of the season.
He's gonna get it and only leads 3 laps today!
Welcome to the NOFSRL.
After 34 races, it all comes down to this. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to New Brunswick, New Jersey, here at the New Jersey Motor Speedway, getting ready to kick off race number 35 of the inaugural season of the NOFSRL Mission BBQ Cup Series, the Corporate Deployments 500 from the New Jersey Motor Speedway. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Trey Wright, and for the last final time in this maiden voyage this season, 40 drivers are going to crank up their engines and race around here 87 laps. And I'm just going to take a moment and just thank you guys for all the support that this series has gotten all throughout this entire season. And I hope this season will be one of the most talked about inaugural seasons in our 2003 offline history, and with many years to come down the road. Just how stupid and just kind of underprepared this season was, honestly, and just how the stupidity behind it just kind of was the magic behind this season. But enough of me gushing about you guys. We've got some racing to do coming into New Jersey after 34 beating and banging, gear slamming, cars up, flipping upside down in the catch fence style races. After all of the dust has settled, 3 drivers come in here with a mathematical shot to win the inaugural championship for the NOFSRL Mission BBQ Cup Series. Let's meet those drivers as they stand in the points. Jonathan Logan, driver of the number 10 Nutrien AG Solutions Ford Fusion for his own team, Father Fruit Motorsports, comes into this race as the point leader with 11,336 points and 2 wins, both at the first, one at North Wilkesboro and one at Pocono. Definitely one of the biggest underdog stories of the entire season, and just how this guy got into the chase last minute, was one of the wild card drivers to get in. In fact, I do have a little bit interesting fact after we meet all 3 of the championship eligible drivers. But Jonathan Logan, ever since he snuck his way into the chase, it has just been solid run after solid run after solid run for this 10 team. He is going to have the best shot to win the championship tonight. Behind him, 101 points behind Jonathan Logan in the point standings, your Greenville Spartanburg winner, got his only win of the season there, is the driver of the number 91 Wrangler Jeans Machine Chevy Monte Carlo SS, Derek Hamil, owner-driver for Macklin Hamil Motorsports. Just another, just like with Jonathan Logan, snuck his way in the 11th hour into the chase. And his win at Greenville Spartanburg and his all-out consistency throughout the entire chase has put him in the position where he is 101 points behind. We'll go over what each driver needs to accomplish in order to be crowned the champion of the inaugural season of the NOFSRL Mission BBQ Cup Series. Hamil starts 8th. I just want to point out that Jonathan Logan, he starts 21st, and then the biggest long shot to win the championship, starting in the 27th position, driver of the number 1 Cinevis Chevy Monte Carlo SS for Full Frontal Motorsports is Colton Yohe, your Dover winner. He was absolutely horrendous to the start of the season. I didn't even think he was going to win a race, much less be in possible and have a somewhat realistic shot of winning the championship. He is an extreme long shot. See, he's about 200 points behind, almost 200 points behind, 180 points behind Jonathan Logan. So he needs a whim and a prayer if he wants to win this championship. But just the fact that he got here, he should just be happy that he just got here on its own. Colton Yohe At the very least, he'll get a podium finish in the chase standings. And then take a look at the rest of your your chase standings on the right-hand side of your screen. You see a lot of names on there like Eric Monaco, Madison Tall, Landon Smith Jr., Logan Williams, Benjamin Dover coming into the chase. We thought those guys were going to dominate, and it was going to be a nail-biter to the end for those guys. And it turns out the 10th, 11th, and 12th drivers, the 10th place driver and the 2 wildcard drivers end up being the championship 3 eligible. It just shows how much consistency matters and how inconsistent these drivers were. I will cut Eric Monaco a break. What happened to him at Greenville Spartanburg, that was probably the most controversial thing this season. He was just out of range of being up there with Jonathan Logan, Derek Hamil, and Colton Yohe. But sadly, he is more than 100 points behind Colton Yohe with his outright inconsistency. Same with Madison Tall, Brady Wilmington, Tyler Reynolds. The wheels just kind of came off of them as soon as the chase started. Keegan Thompson has just been really hit or miss the entire season. Landon Smith Jr. Let's go ahead and see where he is. I feel like we just passed him. No, we did not. There he is, Landon Smith Jr., arguably the championship favorite going into the chase, was the regular season champion. And then after he did get a win at Zenjoltis for his 4th win of the season. And the second that race happened, the wheels just completely fell off for that 88 team. And he just has not had a top 20 finish in over 4 races. So the wheels have really come off for that number 88 team. He does have 4 wins this season. Polar Star Motorsports has just about locked up the Owners' Championship. But just really tough break for that whole entire 88 team. But let's see if they're hoping they can go out with a bang as this chase ends. And yet to mention your pole sitter, your front row sitters are Caleb Campbell in the 46 and James Edwards, who is mathematically the best of the rest, if I'm not mistaken. So James Edwards, he barely missed sneaking his way into the chase. So he's arguably been one of the more consistent drivers this season, but just could not quite get into the chase. So he's still looking for that first win of the season. Looking to get trying to think of Pacific Racing, their second win of the season. Of course, Brady Wilmington, the other driver, won at Coca-Cola earlier this season. But that has been the pre-race show. Just before I'm going to get the cars rolling off here, going to explain what each driver needs to do to win the championship. Honestly, Jonathan Logan, for him, he just needs to run a clean race and be out front from Derek Hamil and Colton Yohe. Derek Hamil, he needs to finish 25 or more positions ahead of Jonathan Logan if he wants to win this championship. And if he finishes 25 positions ahead, I believe he should be mathematically ahead of Jonathan Logan. Now Colton Yohe really needs women a prayer with this. For him to win the championship, he needs Jonathan Logan to finish dead last, not lead any laps, and Colton Yohe needs to lead 23 laps in order for him to be the inaugural champion of the NOFSRL, the inaugural champion for the NOFSRL Mission BBQ Cup Series. So I personally would say the ball is very much in Jonathan Logan's court, but the way that this season has been going, I really can't pinpoint who's going to walk out of here with the championship tonight. We'll just have to wait and see. I've been rambling on for a while, so we're going to get the cars rolling off here in just a few. And there is a Papyrus Sierra pace car pulling off onto the racing surface. Going to be doing 87 laps of action around this very, very interestingly shaped 1.5-mile racetrack. Take a look at the shape of it, kind of the quad oval shape like Charlotte, but it's a little bit of a longer front straightaway, and the turns are banked at 20 degrees. Front and back straightaway is banked at 10 degrees. And pit stop. We are going to be having pit stops in this race. Pit stops will come at around lap 60, and that should make things muy caliente, as many Spanish people say. But Caleb Campbell and James Edwards on the front row. The Papyrus Sierra pace car about to pull off onto pit lane. We've done 34 races of this shindig. Why not do one more before the winter break? And I would like to mention this is the last time that these ICR cars will be used, so the cars are going to be looking a lot better. But Campbell and Edwards lead them into the restart zone. Pull them belts one more time. We're going green here in New Jersey. Tyler Reynolds, he is not championship eligible, but he still wants to get a win. And these guys are flying around here 2 and 3 wide. This is a multi-groove racetrack here in New Brunswick, New Jersey, so the racing is definitely going to be very, very spicy. There's Derek Hamil in the 91 championship driver. He's going to go a little bit wide with Riley Sampson into the corner. And let's see where Jonathan Logan is. There is Logan. There is not 25 positions between those guys. He wants to be socially distanced from the 10 car. But Jonathan Logan, he just needs to run the best race that he has so far this season. And he is going to be your inaugural champion in the Mission BBQ Cup Series. Tyler Reynolds, James Edwards, Carter Joey, Brady Wilmington, Nathan Buchanan rounding out your top 5. Caleb Campbell on the 46-year pole sitter is falling all the way back on the outside lane. While this is a 2 or 3 groove racetrack, the outside lane does not really work here at the New Jersey Motor Speedway. And right now, there's only 2 positions in between Jonathan Logan and Derek Hamil. But right now is Buchanan really high into the outside wall. He's going to get into the outside wall. Still scraping that wall, the 12 car is. And unfortunately, that 12 team has been winless this entire season. Josh Williamson Incorporated. They've only got 1 win this season with former driver Bradley Ream. But of course, Ream is not in that ride anymore. That ride belongs to Tristan Allen. Speaking of these guys, take a look and see some of this 2 and 3 wide action back in here. Speaking of the devil, Tris Allen up into the outside wall. And he's going to lose a ton of ground in the 76. Checking to see where Colton Yohe is in the number 1 car. I don't see him on the racetrack. Oh, there he is. He must have gotten into the outside wall as well. Have to see. I don't know. He is way behind in the number 1 machine. Oh yeah, he is a full straightaway behind. He's almost going to get lapped here, so I think his chances of winning this championship are pretty much done. So it's a 2-car battle for the championship as of now. But battle for the race lead. Carter Joey going underneath the 94 of Reynolds, but Reynolds is going to slingshot on the outside. Carter Joey, the only car for Father Fruit Motorsports not to win this season. That would be something for Jonathan Logan to win the championship and to have his 3rd car win the season, and have him be one of the few teams to get a victory this season. 3 wide here for 3rd between Pacific Racing and one of the guys in the Pacific Coast Racing League, Daniel Voiles, your Watkins Glen winner earlier this season. The lone Saturn team in the field has not had the best of luck this season, aside from the Watkins Glen victory kind of falling in their lap, honestly, with the issue that Dave Benjamin Jr. had. But as of late in the chase, that team has been making some pretty decent strides. He is currently behind James Edwards in the best of the rest battle, but I think Edwards might have that locked up as of now. And Joey has officially gotten around the 94 of Tyler Reynolds for the lead. I say this every single race. I've said it every single race this season, and I'm going to say it for the last one. It's not an NOFSRL sanctioned race if you don't miss a pass for the lead. Coming around to complete 9 of the scheduled 87 laps here in the Corporate Deployments 500. There is Jonathan Logan, and there is a gap between Logan and Hamil. Hamil currently running P6. That's not going to be enough with Jonathan Logan just 5 positions back. And then Colton Yohe, he's already a lap down. Actually, I think he is almost gonna go 2 laps down. He's already a lap down on that car, so chances of winning the championship for this team are pretty much zilch. But just a strong run for that team. He's gonna finish probably 3rd or 4th in the standings. So just the fact that he made it this far is a huge accomplishment for this team, judging where they were about 20 races ago. Currently single file racing all throughout. Dano Georgi making his 2nd ever start in the Mission BBQ Cup Series. So was a little wide through the corner there. Charlie Davenport is really wide through 3 and 4 there. Nathan Stapleton, your Indianapolis winner earlier this season, with a donut on the left-hand side of that car. And that is the only side-by-side battle in the field so far. Yeah, single file all throughout. All up to this kind of a 3-way battle for the race lead. Looks like Hamil, not Hamil, Voiles in the 26 going to have a run on the 32 of James Edwards down the front straightaway. But I think James is probably going to have the run on the outside through turns 3 and 4. Probably going to get there. And now Riley Sampson looking to get his first win of the season, trying to get all of Appleseed Racing into victory lane. They won last race back on Thursday on the September 11th race with Cole Sampson at Trenton. That was quite the wild penultimate race, if I do say so myself. That team led by Keegan Thompson looking to go back-to-back. For the first time. Actually, no, not back-to-back for the first time this season. And we got a car spinning down. That was Zachary Fitzwater, Mitchell Collins. I believe the caution is out. No, the caution is not out. Fitzy with a whole bunch of damage in the 9 car. Mitchell Collins also slow. We'll review that during the next caution. But you just got to hate it for Fitzy. Barely missed out on the chase after winning at Texas World. He did get the win in a photo finish victory at Daytona Beach, but just other than that, he has just been horrendous this season. I know Fitzy's going to be really angry that once again that 9 car for Polar Star Motorsports has got some torn up fenders, so very, very unfortunate. He's about to go a lap down here if these guys catch him. Got a 3-way battle for the top position. It is Carter Joey in the 94 of Reynolds and the 62 of Wilmington. Now Carter Joey, in my honest opinion, he probably should have won the 3rd race of the season at Michigan. That insane Cheese at 400 presented by Ford. Was our first flip of the season with Tyler Reynolds, but Carter Joey outright dominated the race. But on the final lap, Eric Monaco with a bold move to the inside. Got the best of Carter Joey and ended up winning that race. That would be his only win of the season until we got to Darlington just a couple races ago. But Carter Joey is still winless for the season in the number 51, currently towards the bottom in points. So a win would definitely boost that team's morale heading into Season 2 with a new Cup 90 car. That's going to be interesting, and they are rapidly closing on Zachary Fitzwater and Colton Yohe. You see the 76 of Tristan Allen, Mitchell Collins, also with damage. Your Nazareth winner. Just hasn't been the season for the rest of the Father Fruit Motorsports camp. We thought that honestly that Father Fruit Motorsports camp was kind of toast early on in the season, but ever since Jonathan Logan made the chase and just started knocking up pretty good results, that team, they were down, but they were definitely not out. And the way that they're running, Jonathan Logan is going to be your Season 1 your 2020 champion of the Mission BBQ Cup Series. But right now, Reynolds has been stalking that 51. He was in the regular season was not really going to be a championship contender. But he was definitely going to be a chase contender. But just like Wilmington, as soon as the chase started, the wheels fell off of that 94 team. Going to go on board with him and take you for a lap and a half around the New Jersey Motor Speedway. Down on the front straightaway into the restart zone. Looks like Reynolds is going to have a run on Joey going into turns 1 and 2. Going to go below the solid single yellow line. You can go below that. Oh, he really had to get out of the gas there through 1 and 2. And Joey is going to scoot by on the outside. And now he's going to lose second to Wilmington. So we saw the driver unfortunately lose a position here on your onboard for the evening. Your in-race onboard for the evening, I should say. Tyler Reynolds in the Cards Against Humanity 94 Chevrolet for SF Premium Motorsports, owner of SF Premium Motorsports, I should say. And now, first lap car of the night, Zachary Fitzwater from that incident about 10 laps ago. Is going to be the first problem that Carter Joey has experienced from the lead all night. He's got Brady Wilmington and Tyler Reynolds, a couple of underfunded teams right behind that number 51 of Carter Joey. And I think Fitzy, he's probably just going to move to the outside. No, he's going to be in Carter Joey's line. Come on, man. You are better than this. Do not hold up the leaders. Dude, come on. So uncool. And now Carter Joey's going to get held up by Fitzy. Here comes Wilmington. Thought about moving to the inside. 3 wide. Fitzy moves up top. Wilmington, he looks like he's going to have a foot in the door. Just about almost 3 wide for the race lead. Joey's still going to lead that lap, but I think Wilmington, if he just runs nice and smoothly through turn 1, he's going to have a shot. No, he is not. And Carter Joey is going to sail on the outside, but now he's got another problem, and Colton Yohe, not what he needs. And let's check back in. There's Derek Hamil currently in the 7th position. Jonathan Logan is 5 positions back. But Logan is stuck on that outside line. I think he just needs to run his race and not lose too many positions. And I think he should be golden. But we can't count out Derek Hamil. Just absolutely insane. How this championship is going to shake out, and Jonathan Logan continuing to lose spots. I think as long as he doesn't wreck out, he should be fine, but I know I've been jinxing drivers all season, so now Jonathan Logan's probably going to flip upside down on the pit lane and get absolutely screwed. But back to the battle for the race lead, and Brady Wilmington. Oh, he had to check up once again there on the bottom lane on the inside, and Carter Joey is going to keep the race lead, but Wilmington is coming, tried to scoot back up on the outside to block the run from Reynolds. And I couldn't quite get there, but Reynolds will stay back in 3rd. The inside lane through turns 1 and 2 is not the place you want to be if you're trying to pass somebody. For Carter Joey closing in on the number 1 of Colton Yohe. So we are a quarter of the way through the Corporate Deployments 500, one of the longer races of the season. We got 3 wide back in here, mid-pack between Matt Tuck, Danny DeVito Jr., and Nathan Buchanan, I should say. Buck Racing as a whole, that's the team that the 8 of Danny DeVito Jr. drives. Oh, man, what can be said about this? This team has just been another tire fire this season. It does not... Oh, no, Jake Hoover. Speaking of tire fires, Jake Hoover has blown up. Oh, this could be edgy right here. That's going to hold up Jonathan Logan in the 10. Watch out. Evasive maneuver by guys. Nathan Smith is going to go around, and that's going to bring out the caution. Oh, man. And that is not what Fitzy wanted to see. That's what Mitchell Collins and a couple other guys wanted to see. But caution is out for the first time tonight here. Carter Joey led the race back. But something amiss on the driver of the number 27 of Jake Hoover. Won the first Dodge Motordrome race earlier this season. And then other than that has just been absolutely horrific. And something breaking on the 27 car. And unfortunately Nathan Smith had nowhere to go. And he spun around on the back straightaway, bringing out the first caution of the evening. Now we are going to have our looks like our only set of pit stops. As we are at the point when the drivers would have their pit stops, going to follow along with Jonathan Logan if we can find him. There's Jonathan Logan. Yes, there is Jonathan Logan. Going to see what that 10 team does on the pit lane. Going to fall from this area, this view. Looks like it's gonna be a 4-tire stop for Jonathan Logan. Derek Hamil. Not sure if Hamil is I believe has already had service. I believe that 91. I think he might have just taken 2 tires. Carter Joey's going to get out ahead of him as well. So Hamil has completed service on that car. So has Jonathan Logan. It looks like Hamil may have taken 2 tires. We'll have to review that. But incident on the back straightaway. That's our second incident on the back straightaway of the night. We'll, of course, take a look at the Mitchell Collins and Zachary Fitzwater incident. But first, actually, I believe, before we do that, I believe Brady Wilmington stayed out in the 62, along with Tyler Reynolds and the 24 with Riley Sampson. We'll see what timing and scoring says as they cross the front straightaway. But we do have an incident to review in just a couple seconds. Going to see what timing and scoring says of all of this. If these guys stayed out, I believe that they did. But something amiss on the Jake Hoover machine. And yes, Brady Wilmington is your leader here. He and a couple other guys pulling the strategy game early. But I think the rest of the field should be good to go. Yes, I believe that the whole field should be good to go. So I'm not really getting this strategy call by the 62, 24, and 94 teams. But we have an incident to review. Number 27 of Jake Hoover. Something amiss on the back straightaway, collecting Nathan Smith. Let's take a look and see what happened to bring out the first caution of the night at the New Jersey Motor Speedway for the Corporate Deployments 500. So the number 27 of Jake Hoover, it was a valve that let go on the 27. There is the valve breaking. And he's all the way on the high side of the racetrack. Eric Monaco almost got taken out. And then Jonathan Logan, your championship leader, nowhere to go. He's going to lose a ton of positions trying to get to the outside of Jake Hoover. He is going to lose the positions to Dustin Davis and Daisy Johnson, lose a position to Madison Tall. And then it's just open season, all hands on deck for a lot of these guys into the turns. I thought the wreck was going to happen, and here when these guys were just about 4 wide, Charlie Davenport, what the close call right there. But back in here, there is the 25 of Nathan Smith. Tried to go low, but then the 27 of Jake Hoover also going low, and then that's where the contact happened. Smith running right into the back of the 27. And turning that 2-time winning car around on the back straightaway triggers the caution lights. And I believe he just should have some cosmetic damage, so he'll be able to continue. But the same cannot be said for the 27 of Jake Hoover. Once again, something happening to the 27 team, and they're going to finish out their season in the garage, unfortunately. Real-time replay just following along with Jake Hoover. You're going to see there's Nathan Smith coming up on the inside, tries to make some evasive maneuvers, but ends up spinning himself, deploying the caution. And we did have another incident before this on the back straight with Mitchell Collins and Zachary Fitzwater trying to take a look. There's Fitzy. So let's see what happened to those guys. To not bring out a caution, but to definitely kind of PO Fitzy even more. Make him a little bit more angry with an E. Let's take a look at that incident and get you back to restart here in the Corporate Deployments 500. Just going to do one simple real-time replay. Looks like Nathan Stapleton, I should say, hooked Mitchell Collins and Fitzy nowhere to go. They were on the apron, so they were off the racing surface, so that's why the caution was not called, but still just very unfortunate for both Mitchell Collins and Zachary Fitzwater that no caution was called, and that's definitely going to hinder their attempts to get one last win in the bank for the inaugural season of the Mission BBQ Cup Series. But we did have a caution, and then thus we shall have a restart. We saw a couple of guys playing the strategy game, that being Brady Wilmington, who will be your leader, Tyler Reynolds, and trying to find him, Riley Sampson. Those guys have literally nothing to lose, especially in Riley Sampson's case. So let's see what those guys can do on the restart here at the New Jersey Motor Speedway for the running of the Corporate Deployments 500. Back here at the New Jersey Motor Speedway, wrapping up our first caution of the evening. And it doesn't say that a valve is there, but I saw it when I exited out. So a valve going amiss on the 27 machine. And thus we have 39 cars left on the racetrack, 37 on the lead lap, and 3 that did not go down the pit lane, being led by Brady Wilmington, 24 of Riley Sampson, and the 94 of Tyler Reynolds. Back to green flag racing here at New Jersey. Got a couple of cars here that are lap down machines, including Nathan Smith. He is really slow on the 25. I think he's probably going to be a problem throughout the evening. get a good camera angle here. Then there's Wilmington and Sampson. Here comes Hamil, 3 wide for 3rd place. Reynolds stuck in the middle. We got a TV2 cam right here, so very interesting. Check back and see where the 10 of Jonathan Logan is currently running in the 16th position. Not enough for Derek Hamil. Even if he gets a win, it's not going to be enough to clinch this championship. But Jonathan Logan, I know there is a chance. There is a chance that he could lose out on this championship after he has just worked his tail off this season. Or this chase, I should say. We got 3 wide here, mid-pack for about the 6th or 7th position, I should say, or just the 10th position. Benjamin Dover, Danny DeVito Jr., and Zachary Fitzwater. A couple of interesting names up here vying for the 2nd position. But back up to the front, it is Riley Sampson to the race lead over Brady Wilmington. I think these guys are just trying to catch a quick caution. But, I mean, like, that has been hard to pass this evening. Especially for the top position, as Colton Yohe gonna fall back even further. Currently, still 1 lap down. First car on the not on the lead lap, but there's no lucky dog position. Lucky dog system, I should say. So unfortunately, Colton Yohe's chances of winning this championship are pretty much zilch to none. But Hamil is coming in the 91 to complete 36 laps of the scheduled 87. Halfway will come at lap 44, and I guess if we don't have another caution, Sampson, Wilmington, and Reynolds have to pit at around lap 60 to 62. So I just really don't see this strategy working for those guys, because these guys can go 60 laps, and I don't know. It's gonna be close for the rest of the field, but I'm just really not liking the strategy. But Sampson continues to lead, continues to put some numbers on the board. Here comes Carter Joey, one of the strongest drivers of the evening, behind Derek Hamil in the 91. Hamil trying to go to the inside of Wilmington. Looks like he's going to get the position onto the front straightaway, and he does. And Hamil up to 2nd. Currently, number 10 of Jonathan Logan continuing to fall back. And he is stuck on that outside lane. That got close. Owen Miles and Keegan Thompson almost tangled there on the back straightaway. Now Jonathan Logan continuing to lose positions. He is in the danger zone right now, because if he finishes 25 points behind positions behind Derek Hamil, it's game over. There's Hamil rocketing around. He still cannot clear Wilmington for the 2nd place spot. But now he has, and now Wilmington is going to possibly fall back, stuck on the outside lane. Carter Joey is going to get stuck in the middle as well. It's going to allow Tyler Reynolds to retain the 3rd place position. And Colton Yohe and Zachary Fitzwater, a couple of lap down cars, powering past Carter Joey and Brady Wilmington. Daniel Voiles is up here in the thick of it as well. Nathan Buchanan looking for his first win of the season, looking to at least cap off some celibacy of the season. It's been a season of hard hits, both metaphorically and literally, for this 12 team. Voiles stuck up on the outside lane, might get clipped by Wilmington here, not going to, and he's got a problem. Voiles, I should say, with a problem in the 26. Evasive maneuvers being taken. Is he going to get run into? No, he is not, but that car does not sound well, so heartbreak again for the driver of the number 26. Let's see, Jonathan Logan continues to lose positions. Currently 23rd, continuing to lose. He is within, I think, if the race ended in 5 laps at the rate he's losing positions, I think Derek Hamil might be the champion. I don't know. Juan Rodriguez down the pit lane with an issue. He's part of Buck Racing. Just a terrible season in general. Your pole sitter of Caleb Campbell has really been the black sheep of Macklin Hamil Motorsports. Really not had anything to kind of put upon his soapbox. But Jonathan Logan right now, 26th. Derek Hamil currently 3rd. Logan needs to get his head in the game right now if he wants any chance of winning this championship. He's going to lose another position to Ryan Benjamin. He needs to get up there now if he wants any shot of being in contention to win this championship. Nathan Smith almost getting turned by Riley Sampson. So 94 of Tyler Reynolds has gone to the race lead over the 51 of Carter Joey. But in just 16-15 laps, that 94 team is going to have to pit. And Voiles coming back out onto the racing surface. Now, this should be interesting. Not sure if he's going to be ahead of these guys. No, I don't think so. Yeah, Reynolds is just going to fly by the 26 of Voiles. And now, Jonathan Logan checking back in with him. And he's finally off of the outside lane. Has got some contact. Oh, Landon Smith Jr. turned around into Eric Monaco. And the caution is back out here. It's been the story of this chase for both of those drivers. And that was close. That was close for Jonathan Logan. And that's exactly what he needed. He was losing so many positions. It's just been the tale of the season, or tale of the chase. Both of those guys. I said in the pre-race, the wheels had completely come off of both of those guys in the chase. And now just pretty much everything else has come off. Landon Smith Jr., he's not going to be done, but Eric Monaco is going to be done for the evening. Let's see if how many of these guys come down the pit lane. I believe Tyler Reynolds is staying out once again. Eric Monaco going to be retired. It's one more car in the garage, unfortunately. Tyler Reynolds staying out. And so is Brady Wilmington. So is Riley Sampson. I don't get that at all. See Keegan Thompson, chase drive. Actually, Keegan Thompson just blew up, so that's his season. Very unfortunate for that 17. 4 wins on the season, not going to make it 5. He's going to be tied with the 88 of Landon Smith Jr. for most wins on the season. Very unfortunate for both of those guys. But just absolutely insane. But this really helps Jonathan Logan, because he was falling back in a heartbeat. Currently 25th right now. If the race ended, he would just barely squeak out this championship. Because I don't know. He just needs to reassess and get his head back in the game. But second caution of the evening here at the New Jersey Motor Speedway. Our biggest incident of the night. Let's see what happened to bring out caution number 2 in the corporate deployments 500. So we saw this as we were focusing on Jonathan Logan, saying that he needed to get his crap together. 3 wide in front of Jonathan Logan with Nathan Stapleton, Caleb Rose, and the 88 of Landon Smith Jr. Landon Smith Jr. turned around by your Indianapolis winner. And then right back into traffic, into the path of Eric Monaco. I thought that those guys were going to be in a dogfight for the championship when this chase started, but just been the tail of the chase for both of those guys, Monaco and Landon Smith Jr. especially. But they were the only cars largely involved in this incident. That was right in front of the 10 of Jonathan Logan. We're probably going to do an onboard with him after the real-time replay, but just been the way it's been the way it goes for the 88 and the 75 teams. This chase once again rolling snake eyes. 3 wide off the corner. Caleb Rose is trying to fill a hole that wasn't there, and then no way for Eric Monaco, unfortunately, to go. Daniel Voiles didn't mention this. He had a really nice save over Eric Monaco, but Monaco is going to be done, and Landon Smith Jr., regular season champion once again. The wheels come off of this 88 team, and he's not going to get his fifth win of the night here at the New Jersey Motor Speedway. We're going to go on board with Jonathan Logan and see how close he was to getting in that accident, and we'll get you back to your restart here in the corporate deployments 500. 3 wide taking place in front of Jonathan Logan, and almost going to get hit there by the 88 of Landon Smith Jr. Eric Monaco running right into the back of him, and fortunately that was a blessing for the 10 team in multiple ways. And number one, he didn't get involved in the incident, and number 2, that saved him from losing so many positions. So I think this is definitely a curse for Derek Hamil. So that's going to allow Jonathan Logan to get back into this thing. But got a restart for you when we come back. Colton Yohe led the race back. Nobody came down the pit lane, which is kind of surprising for the guys that stayed out underneath the first caution. Let's get you back to your restart here in the Corporate Deployments 500, the final race in the inaugural season of the NOFSRL Mission BBQ Cup Series. Back here at the New Jersey Motor Speedway, wrapping up our second caution of the evening. I thought that Colton Yohe was in the lead, but it's Tyler Reynolds. You see all the cars knocked down. Somebody else has blown up. I believe that is Dustin Davis. The other SF Premium car in this event is going to fail to finish. A lot of mechanical failures in this race. And Dustin Davis, unfortunately, that's going to end his season on a sour note. He's going to join a couple of guys in the garage. We go back to Green Flag Racing. You see a couple of guys. You see Daniel Voiles once again slow on the racetrack. This could be problematic. Oh boy, a lot of cars are going to have to split him going on to the back straightaway. But he's going to do just fine. I think that 26 just simply lost a cylinder or something. Oh, we almost got 4 wide back in here. Filed it down to 3 wide. Dano Georgi in the middle of all that. Nathan Smith, he's got cosmetic damage, so that's passable. But speaking of passing, Jonathan Logan just passed a bunch of cars up in the 22nd position. He's on that inside lane. He is a man on a mission. He's going to ham on these drivers, Alexander Rossi style. But meanwhile, back up here, DeVito Jr. going wide, and Derek Hamil is going the wrong direct. Actually, no, he's going in the right direction, in fact. But stuck behind Colton Yohe, his other championship hunter counterpart, as Tyler Reynolds shining the way here. As we're past halfway in the final race of the inaugural season of the NOFSRL Mission BBQ Cup Series, the Corporate Deployments 500 from New Jersey. Take a look and see who is knocked out from this contest. You got 27 of Jake Hoover, 75 of Eric Monaco, 7 of Keegan Thompson, and Dustin Davis also knocked out. Those are the guys that are in the garage, and then it is Juan Rodriguez, Nathan Smith, and the one of... trying to think of what his name is. Colton Yohe, currently a lap down, and then Fitzy is just on the tail end of the lead lap. 32 cars left on the lead lap, and 36 cars left on the racing surface. I thought those guys were getting pretty aggressive back in there. Jonathan Logan has lost more positions. Let's see where that puts him. 26th. And Hamil is currently second. So I believe if the race ended right now, Derek Hamil would be your champion. But he's going to lose second and third here to Nathan Buchanan, looking for his first one of the season. And Tyler Reynolds is just looking for his second win of the season. Out of championship contention. But Jonathan Logan, he's fallen apart at the wrong time, which has been the story of the season. Looking back through here, they're getting really racy in the back. Dave Benjamin Jr., your Langhorne winner, up there with your Daytona 500 champion, Orion Benjamin. Trying to see Jonathan Logan still back in there. And now Danny DeVito Jr. with the problem. Yes, he is. Yeah, Danny DeVito Jr., I think he just got into the wall, so not a mechanical issue. But that is a position for Derek Hamil. Looking back through here, 3 wide there. And now I believe that the lead is about to get held off to the number 12 of Nathan Buchanan, because just a couple of laps, that fuel is going to run out for Tyler Reynolds, Brady Wilmington, and Riley Sampson. So I fully expect Reynolds to come down this time by, or just within the next 5 laps or so. That's going to really help out Buchanan and Hamil. Hamil currently third. He's going to go to second with this. He's hamming on the 12 of Buchanan. See where Logan is. Logan, he is currently running in the 23rd position. So even with a win, Hamil would not would not win the championship. So he just needs to hope that Logan continues to struggle here. With 20 laps remaining in the inaugural season of the NOFSRL Mission BBQ Cup Series, it's going to come down to the wire. And so is the finish of this race. I believe the fuel's just about to run out for Reynolds, and they're going to close in on Voiles. They're going to get around him quite fine. He's going to split the middle. Colton Yohe going to go down the inside. And now with a power move, number 91 of Derek Hamil, using the one as a human shield, is going to go to the point. Derek Hamil is going to lead a lap that might put him over Jonathan Logan, but 3 wide. Madison Tall on the inside, not going to get there. Colton Yohe is a lap down, closing in on Nathan Smith. And now Reynolds has got to come in within the next couple of laps, or he's going to run out of fuel in the middle of this racetrack. He is stuck up on the outside, so getting the pit lane is not going to be easy for the 94 of Reynolds. Check back and see. There is Sampson, trying to see where Wilmington is. There's Wilmington. These guys are going to come down here any second, I would assume, or any lap, I would assume. But Derek Hamil to the lead. They got around Nathan Smith. Hamil to the lead. And Logan is in 25th. So if Hamil leads the rest of this race and Logan stays where he is, I think Hamil's going to be your Season 1 champion. So we got almost 15 laps remaining. Reynolds and Sampson continuing to lose time. The fuel is about to run out for both of those guys. I think the max that can go on a single run is 65. So I think these guys are going to come down this time by... No, they're not. They're going to stay out. Does Wilmington continue to stay out? Yes, he does. As there is Jonathan Logan. Logan still in 25th. He needs to pass cars immediately. I just don't know. It's going to come down to the finish. With all the laps that Hamil is leading, I just don't know. Coming on to actually, no. We had 30 laps to go, coming to 20 to go. This couple more circuits around. Nathan Buchanan looking to spoil the party for Derek Hamil. But Derek Hamil, he just wants to lead the laps. I think he just wants to hear in one ear that he's leading laps, and in the other ear that Logan is continuing to fall back. Logan gained a position, but I think Logan, he's going to, if he wants, I don't know, just Logan needs to gain positions now and positions fast, and he needs Nathan Buchanan to get around this 91 of Hamil, so Hamil stops leading laps. Just don't know. 3 wide back in here. And these cars those guys that stayed out continue to stay on the racetrack. I don't know how they're still doing it, but they're doing it. It is still Hamil, but Buchanan is right on his bumper, and so is Tall. 20 laps to go. Next time by, Buchanan looking for an opening. That is not there. On board with the number 12 of Nathan Buchanan. Going into turns 3 and 4. Hamil going a little bit wide. But Buchanan cannot quite get there. 20 laps to go here from New Jersey. And that 88 of Landon Smith Jr. is going to be problematic. And so is that 26 of Daniel Voiles. But back to the race lead. Back to the championship fight. Jonathan Logan continuing to struggle mid-pack, 24th. I believe with the amount of laps that Hamil has led, Hamil would overtake him in the championship. So lap 69, the nicest lap of the season. Actually, one of the nicest laps of the season. Not sure how many laps Hamil has led so far. I don't know, I don't see it for Jonathan Logan, especially if Hamil continues to lead any longer. And And Logan is still stuck back in there. I just don't see it happening for Jonathan Logan if he just doesn't get up there. And if Hamil continues to lead laps, Voiles is going to be lapped down for the third time. The fifth time, I should say. And that's going to slow up the 91 just a little bit. He's going to get to the inside. But Landon Smith Jr. is also there, so he's not out of the woods yet. Madison Tall and Nathan Buchanan also in hot pursuit. Buchanan looking for his first win of the season. This is going to get dicey here towards the end. Logan, I'm just focusing here on Logan's position. Currently 23rd, going to lose some more positions. He has got to be super aggressive in the next couple of laps if he wants to win this championship. But now, oh, Hamil got passed. Hamil got held up by the 88 of Landon Smith Jr. Buchanan to the lead. That is exactly what Jonathan Logan wants to hear out of his spotter. Hamil is going to get held up by 88 a lot. Matt Tuck is going to go past. Fitzy, I think, is just a lap down at this point. And so is Colton Yohe. Tyler Reynolds still somehow on the racetrack. I don't know how, but Tyler Reynolds is still out here. He's going to go past Landon Smith Jr. as well. And that's not what Hamil needed. Going to fall back to fourth. And let's see what where Logan is. Jonathan Logan currently 23rd, but I think with the amount of laps that Hamil led, that might be enough. Now Nathan Smith splitting the top couple of guys. Madison Tall to the race lead, closing in on 10 to go. Hamil back to second over Buchanan. And here comes Matt Tuck into this battle as well. 94 going to get held up some more by 25 of Nathan Smith. Matt Tuck 3 wide for second place there for a split second. I got next car to be lapped is a 46 of Caleb Campbell, but he is a whole track, half a track ahead of Madison Tall, looking for her second win of the season. Your winner at Boston earlier. Logan continues to be in the 23rd position. I don't know. I should have been counting how many laps Derek Hamil led. But I think if Hamil loses more positions, I just don't know. I just do not know. I believe Jonathan Logan still should be the champion at this point. It all just depends. 3 wide back in here. 12 laps to go. 11 to go next time by. And what has been a wild season. It looks like it's going to be capped off by a wild championship battle between 2 drivers. If you told me that they were going to be in a dogfight for the championship about a month or so ago, I would have thought that you would have been insane. But Madison Tall, she's got company from the 12th of Buchanan. As 10 laps to go. Next time by. Jonathan Logan. They're passing the 25 of Nathan Smith once again. Still in 23rd. They might lose another position to Nathan Stapleton. And he is. Absolute tough break for Jonathan Logan. It's going to be closer than it needs to be. But I think it depends on how many laps that Hamil led. I'm not sure. I think Logan might still get it. But 10 laps to go. 9 to go for Madison Tall. Oh, shoot. Accidentally hitting the space bar there. 9 to go for Madison Tall. Matt Tuck has gone to second in the number 52. Your Denver winner earlier this season. Checking back in here with a lot of these guys getting pretty squirrely up in here. Daisy Johnson going to go 3 wide under Owen Miles. 24 of Riley Sampson. They're going to go 4 wide here for a split second. Owen Miles is going to smartly back out of that. The tires are starting to wear off for Riley Sampson. And all those guys, I'm surprised that they even stayed out. Oh! Juan Rodriguez! Oh! Caution's going to come out. Jonathan Logan, what's going to happen? They're going to come down the racetrack. And they're going to save it. But the caution is out. Caution is out. Late race caution here. Oh my God. Madison Tall led them back to the line with under 10 laps to go. Oh my goodness, they went 4 wide there. Juan Rodriguez and the 32 of James Edwards up into turns 1 and 2. Wreck, I thought that they were going to come down the racetrack and calamity was going to ensue, but it didn't. Oh my goodness gracious, ladies and gentlemen. And that changes everything. Let's see if these guys come down the pit lane this late. No, they will not. I'm surprised that Tyler Reynolds hasn't come down the pit lane at least once. And neither has the 24 of Riley Sampson or Brady Wilmington. I don't know how they're doing it. They should have ran out, by my calculations, about 15 laps ago. But we're going to have a restart with less than 5 laps to go here from New Jersey. And this just got even more of a nail-biter finish. We just don't know how many laps that Derek Hamil has led. I wish there was something that would tell me how many laps a driver has led so far. But my goodness, Madison Tall is your race leader. Jonathan Logan still P23. If he gets a good restart, I think that might be it for Derek Hamil. But if I don't know. We've got an incident to review. Let's review what might be the final caution of the season of the 2020 NOFSRL Mission BBQ Cup Series. Let's see what happened between Juan Rodriguez and James Edwards to bring out the 3rd caution of the evening here at the New Jersey Motor Speedway for the Corporate Deployments 500. So 4 wide off of the front straightaway corner. It's Dan DeVito Sr. is going to come up and Owen Miles into Juan Rodriguez and then to Daisy Johnson. I thought all 4 of those guys were going to wreck. Juan Rodriguez slides up the racetrack right into the 32 of James Edwards. And watch this save. Tokyo drifting by Owen Miles in that 40 car. But then Juan Rodriguez and the 32 of James Edwards up on the outside wall. I thought they were going to rapidly come down the racetrack and into the path of the back half of this field, including Jonathan Logan. I thought Logan, he's going to get by just with ease. Oh man, that was a close call for the 88 of Landon Smith Jr. But I don't know. That gave me a heart attack for a second that Jonathan Logan might get taken out here late. Let's get to your real-time replay and get you back to your late race restart with under 10 laps to go at the New Jersey Motor Speedway. Following along here with James Edwards, you see all the craziness underneath him, and then just unfortunately gets taken out with another driver's stupidity, unfortunately, and then almost coming down the racetrack, but thankfully nobody else was involved. And that is going to do it. That is probably going to be our last incident of the season, along with the last incident of the evening. Madison Tall led them back into have a restart with about 3 or 4 laps to go. So let's see what these guys can do on what might be the final restart in the inaugural season of the NOFSRL Mission BBQ Cup Series. Back here at the New Jersey Motor Speedway, going to have a restart with 3 laps to go. Take a look and see nobody was knocked out from that incident. Jonathan Logan currently P23. Derek Hamil is currently P4. I'm not sure about the amount of laps that he led, but I believe Jonathan Logan might be your champion. But this restart is going to determine it all. Papyrus Sierra pace car off onto pit road for the final time this season. Tall is going to lead them back. 3 laps to go in Season 1 of the NOFSRL Mission BBQ Cup Series. Green flag is out for Madison Tall. She leads them back. Matt Tuck is right behind her. He would also like another great finish. Now the 91 of Hamil. Just don't know what the amount of laps that he's led. Hamil's going to the inside. He's got a run. Logan is gonna fall back some more in the 10. He's He's going to get third. Popsicle sticks in the air. 2 laps to go for Madison Tall in the number 99, looking for her second win of the season. Derek Hamil, this is going to be a nail-biter all the way down to the end. Logan still in 23rd. I just don't know if he's got the edge or not. Wilmington hard on the outside wall. The tires are coming loose. But rounding turns 3 and 4 for the second to final time. White flag in the air. One more time around for Madison Tall. The final lap in the inaugural season of the NOFSRL Mission BBQ Cup Series. Derek Hamil currently 3rd. Jonathan Logan is 23rd. I just don't know with the amount of laps that Hamil has led, but round into turns 3 and 4, does Buchanan have anything for Madison Tall? No, he does not. Through the final corner on the final race of the first season, Madison Tall gets it done here at New Jersey. Completely botched the ending, and I believe the 10 of Jonathan Logan is your champion here for the Season 1 of the NOFSRL Mission BBQ Cup Series. I believe he is. We have to go over, we have to calculate the points, but I believe Jonathan Logan is your winner here, and Tristan Allen is going to get spun. And a huge stack up trying to get back onto pit lane. But I believe that Jonathan Logan is your champion here. Take a look and see your official standings. Madison Tall, second win of the season for that 99 team. Nathan Buchanan is second. Derek Hamil, we don't know yet. We don't know yet what the result is. Matt Tuck in 4th, Carter Joey P5, Mitchell Collins 6th, Tyler Reynolds 7th, Josh Williamson 8th, Daisy Johnson 9th, and Brandon Yadell gets a nice top 10 finish after that wild ride he took at Trenton. Take a look and see all the drivers that were knocked out. Dustin Davis had a valve. In fact, both SF Premium cars that failed to finish the race had valves go sour on them. Keegan Thompson with a piston issue, and Eric Monaco, we all know what happened to him. But we need to calculate the points, and I will be right back after I calculate the points, and we will get you to your official standings after the last race of the season in the Mission BBQ Cup Series. And after calculating the points for Jonathan Logan and Derek Hamil, it's official. Jonathan Logan is your 2020 NOFSRL Mission BBQ Cup Series champion with a grand total of 11,433 points, while Derek Hamil 31 points behind with 11,402 points. Jonathan Logan is your official champion here for the inaugural season of the NOFSRL Mission BBQ Cup Series. What a feat this guy has done, and words are just being passed down now. So let's get you to your victory celebration with Jonathan Logan, and they'll get you to your points here, your official points after 35 races here in the Mission BBQ Cup Series. Cruising on to the front straightaway, Jonathan Logan. He's gonna hit the outside wall just a little bit. He owns the team, and they're winning the championship. They can afford a couple of beat up race cars, and he's burning it down here on the front stretch at the New Jersey Motor Speedway. These fueling victories and championships is brought to you by Sunoco. He's gonna burn it down, do a nice little couple of figure 8 burnouts here on the front straightaway in New Jersey. Your inaugural champion as he hits the wall just again. He hits the wall again. Your inaugural champion here is Jonathan Logan in the number 10. Incredible performance by this team. He's going to go and drive into victory lane. And just to cap off what has been an incredible inaugural season in the Mission BBQ Cup Series, Jonathan Logan is your champion here. And just before we get to the final points, I know I said this in the pre-race, but once again, thank you all for all of your support all throughout this entire season. I know this season, it's been kind of like not your regular NR 2003 season. I know had to get this in through the entire summer. Started this series the first day after my school year ended, and then ended it at the end of the first week of school. So kind of a summer series right here, and definitely has been a blast throughout. And just thank you guys, all of your view, all the views, all of the comments, just all of the support that this series has garnered all over the span of the past couple of months. And I can't wait for season number 2. Season 2 is going to be lit. So a couple of housekeeping things before I show the final points. There's going to be a couple of polls going up on the NOFSRL Discord server. If you're not already in that, I would highly suggest you join, because there's going to be procedures for guys returning back for season 2, and just all that's going to happen. I'm going to be releasing the schedule for all of that. Season 2 is going to we're going to have to wait throughout the winter for season 2, which is going to be absolutely insane. It's going to more coincide with the Chick-fil-A Cup Series, Body Armor Cup Series, and all the other major series that you see here in the NOFSRL. But season 2 is definitely going to be lit, and it wouldn't have happened without you guys. And just thank you once again. I'm just in amazement how successful the season was. And if you thought this season was stupid, just wait until we get the Cup 90 cars on Daytona. And that is all going to be very fun. I can't wait for us to get season 2 started in February. Going to be starting... can't think of a name for the exhibition event that we're going to be having. It's going to be on the Daytona Beach circuit. I can tell you that. I don't know, probably something Florida related, but that'll be coming at a later date. I'll also be uploading a video for drivers that want to return, and just all that stuff. That'll just basic housekeeping. But once again, congratulations to Jonathan Logan on his championship, and here are your final points after 35 awesome, insane, and just flat out stupid races here in the inaugural season of the Mission BBQ Cup Series. For the final time, I have been Trey Ray. Thank you for tuning in to the Corporate Deployments 500. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, ladies and gentlemen. From the New Jersey Motor Speedway, here are your final points, and I have been NASCAR Nerd 34, signing off.